What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Master Precision Trading, and in this video we will be discussing the moving average exponential, or the EMA line, whatever you guys want to call it. There's a few different names, so go over here to the studies, come right here. You actually have to type in MOV AVG, moving average exponential. We want that one. Add selected. Come down to the setting tab. I personally like it at 15 for the length, because that is giving us that separation between the line and the candles, and it's not moving as fast, so it's a nice momentum. So here we got the moving average exponential, and typically with all my trades, I like to wait for a confirmation that when it goes above that EMA line, it will start that uptrend. And that's what I wait for a lot of the times within different time frames. But here's the basic, simplest form when you are day trading, and we're on the 1 minute, 1 day chart right up here. And so when we're waiting for an entry point, where do we get in? How do we know? Where's the resistance? Where's the support? And all that good stuff. So here's the moving average exponential. And what I like to do is, I've learned from other traders, and I've seen and I've tested this strategy, is that I wait for 2 green candlesticks to confirm that it will be going on an uptrend. So typically when it goes over this blue line, it will start going on an uptrend. So here we got that 1 candle and that 2 candles. That's our confirmation right there that it's headed on an uptrend. So here we go. We could have hopped in, came up here. It came back down to the line. But here we go. Here we got it again. 1 green candle and another green candle. And it was riding above that EMA line all the way up here. This is ticker symbol TNDM on Friday's trading session. So if we go back to this VWAP indicator, we can go ahead and see how the VWAP was in correlation to the moving average exponential, which is also giving us another guide, and it's another tool. So remember, this purple VWAP middle line, and if you already haven't checked out the last video where I described the VWAP, you can go ahead and do that. I'll leave the link. But this VWAP, this middle VWAP purple line, acts as a support and a resistance. So as we can see, here was the bottom support. It was trading right above it after it bounced near that support. Came right here, passed above that exponential moving average. Here was that somewhat resistance, previous resistance right here, previous resistance in this general area. It broke above it, which led me to believe that around this purple line, right here where this moving average exponential line is, that this is now a new support. So it broke above, pulled back, but it was maintaining very well. Here's the support level. Kept going, and it broke above this top VWAP, went above, and all along it was above this moving average exponential line. So another way let's go ahead and look at another stock to see how that reacted. So let's go to ticker symbol AMD perhaps. Okay, so not too much movement with the moving average exponential because just of how choppy AMD has been and the downward trend that they have been at within the last 20 days. And if we look at the 180 days, that huge sell-off. But we're going to still look at the 1 minute, 1 day and try and go ahead and break it down. So here we got the 2 green candlesticks right when it broke above that exponential moving average. We got 1, 2, 3. It was a little bit consolidation, I guess you could say. But it was still trading above it. Okay, so it broke down, came back right here, and was above that moving average exponential line. Now if we go over here to Tesla, that would probably be a better example because that was pretty choppy right there. So right here we're waiting for those 2 green candlesticks. So here was one, here was another. Now if we wanted to test it even more, we can wait for 2 green candlesticks that were a little bit more consistent. So here we have that one, and here's one right here. Broke above it, gave me those 2 green candlestick confirmations, and it continued to go up onto that uptrend to the resistance, pulled back down, up to the resistance, pulled back down, up to the resistance, and back to pulling back down. So the moving average exponential, it's a very great tool because a lot of my trades, and again, using indicators, using these technical indicator strategies and studies, those are not the way to only base your trades off of. There's other factors, but these indicators are just a guide, a helping hand, a base, and a foundation as to giving you an idea where that stock is moving and how it is moving. So That's what it is, the moving average. We wait for that break above that line, we wait for that 2 green candlestick confirmation, and we go ahead and go from there. So if I were to go over here to the study, delete the VWAP, come right here, like I said about that length, if I wanted it at 9 or 10, we can go ahead and see how that line is adjusted. It's moving a little bit too fast, so we don't want it to move too fast. We just want something that is relatively not slow, but it's kind of just like at a very nice momentum. So I like it at 15, and as we can see, it's not riding right along those candlesticks, but it's giving us enough space. So back to TNDM. We waited for that 2 green candlestick confirmation right above that exponential moving average. Same thing right here. 2 green confirmation. 2 green. 2 green. When it broke above it, 2 green. Right here, prime example. This general area broke above this exponential moving average, gave us that green candle, That's the confirmation, so we could go ahead and get into the trade right around here, giving us that uptrend that we want. That is a very nice profit margin up to that resistance. It kept breaking resistance, it kept going up, and that's a 5% gain if you were to hold it all the way up there. But of course, that's not what we probably would have done. We would have probably locked in profits. And if we go over here to the VWAP, we can see where exactly was there a resistance with that top VWAP. Broke above that resistance. Broke above that. This resistance acted as a support, came back down, bounced off of this pink line. Boom. Bounced off of this exponential moving average all right here, was riding it. Very nice trend. So we could have gotten right here after this two candlesticks confirmation, the 2 green ones, rode it all the way up to here, around this general area of the top VWAP resistance, and we could have even waited to see if it was going to break that resistance as it was testing it right there, and it was very bullish, and it broke above it. So that's what the moving average exponential is. That this is how you add it by coming to the strategy. And I'll go ahead and leave the link to the last video on the VWAP as to how you can go ahead and use all these indicators as a tool and a very nice base to guide you as to where the market is going, where are those stocks going, and how you can go ahead how you can judge your profit margin loss, profit margins, all that good stuff. So like always, guys, I appreciate your time. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back again with another video on the indicator tomorrow. Thank you.